Hello grade 8. Today we are going to talk about frequency and histograms. First type of frequency and histogram I'm going to use is called stem and leaf plot. Stem and leaf plot, which is remember me with the flower, which is have the stem and the leaves. Okay? Well, why are you using stem and leaf plot? We're using stem and leaf to arrange data by dividing each data value into two parts, and this allows us to see each data value. How? If I have this number, which is 23, so the right digit, the first right digit, is going to be the leaf. We're going to call it leaf, and the rest we're going to call them stem. That means we have here 23, so 2 in the right side we're going to call it stem, and 3 in the left side we're going to call it a leaf. And we must have a key to identify what this means, which is if I see 2-3, what this means. So you must have to write a key, which is key 2-3 means 23. So it tells us how to know how to read each data value. Let's take an example, making stem and leaf plot. A number of students in each of elective classes at school are given below. Use the data to make a stem and leaf plot. First, you need to identify the smallest number. So what the smallest number is? It's 9. And what is the greatest number I have here? 34. So 9, I'm going to divide the 9 into two parts, which is the first part, which is called it leaf, and the second one we called it stem. And what is the greatest number I have? 34. So 3, 4. So 4 it is the ones and 3 in the tenses. So tenses here is from 0 till 3, or I'm going to write a stem from 0 till 3, and by order you have to write them by ascending order. So I'm going to draw my table, which is stem and leaf, but in two parts, stem and leaf. Write from 0 till the greatest number, which is 3, which is mean 0, 1, 2, 3, and write leaf and leave it right now. You have important conditions to have a stem and leaf plot. And first, I need to write a title, which is describe for me what this table or what this plot means. So, what's he talking about? He's talking about the number of students in each of the elective classes at the school. Okay, so I can write a title, which is number of students in elective classes. So I must have a title. So after I writing the title, drawing my table, divide them with stem and leaf, stem 0 to 3. Now we're going to start to writing the leaves. Okay. What the smallest number I have? 9. So what are the tenses? 0. So what in the ones? 9. After 9, I have the greatest. I'm moving from ascending order. So I have 12. Now, I write already the 1, which is in the tenses in the stem. So what I have to do is to write the 2 in the leaf. So I'm going to write 2. After 12, I have 14. I already write it once, خلاص, I'm not going to rewrite them. So adjust what I'm going to write. I'm going to write the 4 beside the 2. Miss, should I write comma or dash? Nothing, not at all, just leave it like this. After 14 I have 18. So just write the 8 beside the 4. After 18 I have another 18. Do I have to rewrite them? Yes. So write another 8. Okay, I'm moving by order, alright, ascending order from the smallest to the greatest. After 18 I have 23. In the stem I write 2. So what shall I write? Just write in the leaf, just write 3. So I'm going to write 3. After 23 I have 24. So I'm going to write 4 beside the 3 with no dash, with no comma. After 24 I have another 24. So write 4 again. Then another 24. So 3 times 4, 3 times. Write them. After 24 I have 25. So I'm going to write 5. After 25 I have 27. So I'm going to write 7. Then 28. So I'm going to write 8. Then I have 32. So next line, 3 in the stem, and what do I have? 2. So I'm going to write in the leaves 2. So 32. After 32, I have the greatest number, which is 34. So I'm just write 4 in the leaf beside the 2. And I need to write the key to identify what does this mean. So choose anyone. So he chose for you 23. So what he going to write? He going to write key, 2 dots, 2 dash 3. You have to draw the stem operation or the dashes. So 2 dash 3, which is mean 23. Okay, so our stem and leaf plot must have title and a key. Okay. Second type, which is called it back-to-back stem and leaf. Back-to-back stem and leaf, when I have two type of data and I need to organize them. Okay. This is Marty and Belle's score for 10 games, so I'm going to compare between them. This scores for bowling game. Okay. So use the data to make back-to-back stem and leaf plot. When I have a flower, I have a stem. So I have leaves in both sides. So this we called it back-to-back stem and leaf. Okay, in the up just a stem and leaf, and now back-to-back stem and leaf. So I have a stem in the middle and leaves in both sides. So Martin Bell scores. So in the above example we just write leaf, but here I need to add it into convert between them. Okay, so I'm going to write Marty and write Bill, and in the middle, what I have in the middle, it's the stem. Use the data to make back-to-back stem and leaf. Marty, he starts with a Marty, so I'm going to start with a Marty, and then Bill. Identify the smallest number between both of them. So I'm going to look what is the smallest number between both of them. It's 121. So I'm going to write 121. And what is the greatest number between them? It's 168. So 168. Okay. As we said before, it don't matter how many digits I have. I'm just taking the first digit in the right, and we call them leaf. So 1 and 8, they are the leaf. So my stem is going to be from 12 till 16. So from 12 till 16 is going to be the stem. So I'm going to write 12 till 16 by order from the smallest to the greatest. So 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. I'm going to start from the smallest to the greatest, and I prefer to move Marty then Bell. Alright, so I'm going to start. Smallest one, 121. In the stem I write 12. So what I have to write? Just the one. Miss, I'm writing with the other side, with the opposite side. Yes, because it's called back to back. So just take the 1 and write it in the Marty, with Marty. Okay, after 121 I have 123. The miss, should I write Bell? After Marty, should I write Bell? No, I prefer you to finish 120s in Marty, then go to the Bell. Or finish all Marty's data you have, then go to Bell. Okay, just way to organize how you to solve. So 123. So just take a 3 and write it with a Marty. Alright, I'm writing with the opposite side. So 1, then 3. So I'm writing from right to the left. Then 127. Just take it 7 and write it beside 3. And no comma, no dashes. So after 127, I have 134. So I have the stem right, which is 13. So just write the 4 in Marty. Then after 134, I have 137. Write 7. I'm moving from right to the left. Then 143. So just take the 3 and write it in the Marty leaf. Then 149. Just take 9. Okay, 150. Do I have any 150? No, leave it. Thomas, should I write zeros? If you write zeros, this means you have 150. Do you have 150? No, so leave it. Don't write anything, just leave the line as it is. So 162. So take the 2 and write it minority. 167. So take the 7 and write it beside the 2. I'm moving from right to the left. Then 168, the greatest one. Okay, so write 8. Okay, and now we are going to bell. Bell, start with 120. Forget now the Marty and just look to the bell. Alright, and look to the bell score. 120. What is the smallest number he have? 124. So write the 4. So we're going back from left to the right. Okay, so just take the 4 and write it beside 12. 128. So take the 8 and write it beside the 4 with no comma, no dash. Then 129. Take the 9 and write it beside the 8. Okay, after 129 I have 130. So take the 0 and write it beside 13. So 130. After 130 I have 138. So take the 8 and write it beside the 0. Then 139. Take the 9 and write beside the 8. Then 140. I have 141. So take the 1 and write it beside 14. After 141 I have 145. Take the 5 and write it beside the 1. Then I have 149. Take the 9 and write it beside the 5. 150. Do I have any number in 150? So leave the line as it is. After 150 I have 160. So write the 0. In the stem and leaf I write 1 key. But now when you have back-to-back stem and leaf, you must have 2 keys, which is you have to tell me what did this mean and what did the other side mean. So choose any key as you like. He'd write 141. So 14 dash 1 means 141. Alright, the other side, he chose 143. So 3, he drew here for the first one, which is a stem. So you have to write stem 14. Stem 1 means 114. Now 3 dash 14 dash means 143. So the key is the way to read the data you have. And don't forget to write the title. You have to write it in the above, in the first of the square, the table, before the table. So what is the title you choose? He chose Bowling Score. Mas, can I write Martin Bell Score? Yes, as you like. Okay, I hope you find it easy. Please try to solve your assignment and send me if you have any problem. Okay, if you have, just for an example, if you have 1.1, okay, so I'm going to ignore the decimal point and it's going to be 11. If I have 7.5, so just ignore the decimal point and the number is going to be 75. Okay, so this is just keys to how to solve your assignment, and solve it and send it back to me. Hope you're safe, stay home, see you later, bye.